Special thank you to LS11 channel members. Join the channel today for early access, bonus content, and more. Yeah! LS11 Universe, it's Xander number 3, and welcome back to LAW here in the LS11 Indies. We are kicking things off. We've got a timely Wah and the Clone standing in the ring for a face-to-face between Status and Donk ahead of Scorched Earth this weekend. Alright, well, let's just start with the basics here. I think I speak for the entire LS11 universe when I say I'm sick of the Clone. You all walked in here and decided to act like you owned the place. You walked in here, started throwing your non-existent weight around, and started trying to politic your way to the top. That's what you've done since you've gotten here. You keep bringing in your buddies, and you keep changing up these titles, killing the prestige each and every week by putting yourselves in different combinations and holding these tag titles hostage. All the while, I've got to sit over there at the announce table next to an idiot in Xander number 3 and an unhinged man that I'm going to be honest, I hope beats the hell out of Rick on Sunday next week in JT Jason. And I've had to listen, and I've had to watch, and I've had to call the action each and every week and act like it doesn't piss me the hell off that you're coming to this company that we built, that we have done everything with, and acting like it's your accomplishments. You've been here for a cup of coffee, Status. Rhett, you've been here for an ounce. The espresso maker isn't even warming up yet. But you're acting like we should thank you. We should thank you for the house. We should thank you for people watching LAW. We should thank you for what? The only thing I'm going to thank you for is the headaches. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Maybe my return to the ring hasn't gone the most swimmingly since I got back in. Maybe things have gotten a little out of hand. Maybe I should stop talking about Jack fucking Cartwheel and Cappuccino Jones and everyone else that pisses me off. But there's something you seem to forget about me, and that's I have been doing this for longer than any of you. You done? I mean, if you're going to keep going, you can keep going, but are you done? Rhett, why are we wasting our time with this? You're just an angry, bitter old man. And I could probably sit here and go back and forth with you all the livelong day. But I think you need to get to the back and start working on dyeing those gray spots in your hair again. We're just going to do what we always do. We're going to come in, we're going to dominate, we're going to win more titles. But don't worry. We'll take our time on Sunday. We know it takes an old timer like you a while to get warmed up. But when we're done, and that will be when we choose to be done, we're going to put your old ass back on commentary. They're never going to see William Afton over there again. Let's go, Rhett. Hey, Status! Rhett! Clearly, we haven't been properly introduced. So you know who I am? I'm not some old man that sits on commentary. Not just some bitter old man that can't stand the naming schemes of 2025 and 2026 professional wrestlers. The Doctor. I am 2,478 years old. I've been traveling time, space, and dimensions for generations upon generations. I'm not just a Xander clone. I'm not just a competitor or a commentator. I'm a warrior. I am a fighter. I, a man, stands up for what he believes in, and stands up to bullies, and stands up to parasites. And why don't you ask the gang what happened to the last outspoken, loudmouth parasites that fed off the LS11 Indies when one of them underestimated me and told me to sit back down on commentary instead of challenging for that championship? Why don't you ask Ethan Ace while he's in the unemployment line how his first United States title went? Come on, Wah! So, like, is he actually British, or...
Hey, I've been looking for you. What the hell do you think that was last week in Lethal Lottery, screwing me over like that? You still want it out for me? This was 6 months ago that all this happened.
Oh, trust me, it has been a lot longer than 6 months that my problems with you have been going on. Should I list them all out? Or are you at least smart enough to remember that? Or have you just forgotten like the idiot you've always been?
Why don't you try refreshing my memory a little bit, Lizzie? You know I love it so much when you yell at me and lecture me. Maybe that's why I went and started sucking face with Casey instead of you.
Alright, let's see. You're a narcissist. You can never be wrong. You're a cheater. You brought in a home wrecker into my home. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, I don't know. You choke-slammed me several times. I can go on and on. Or are you getting tired of hearing my voice yet, like you always said you were?
Oh yeah, it's always gotta be woe is you, woe is Lizzie. What did I do wrong this time? I've always just been an asshole. I've always just been a shithead. I've always just been bad, terrible, unbearable. I'm sorry that I was such a bad fucking husband to you.
You know what? I'm starting to think you did me a favor by cheating on me. Because who knows if I would still be stupidly in love with you after all of this time, after every fucking thing you've done to me and put me through, if you hadn't started sucking face with that blonde bitch.
Oh, so now you're thanking me for cheating on you. Now you're thanking me for going and find someone who met my needs when you wouldn't. You're thanking me for it. Oh, guess what, everybody? Lizzie said she's thanking me for it now. Now I can be guilt-free about it. Stupid bitch, I was never guilty about it. I never felt bad for what I did to you. Come on. I stopped caring about you the minute you stopped wanting to put me first. And it always had to be about how are we going to keep Lizzie with the LAW women's title. How are we going to keep the Blackstone Empire, my name, being all about you, you little egomaniac bitch?
Yeah, well at least if I'm an egomaniac bitch, at least I'm an egomaniac bitch that drew in ratings and actually earned a paycheck around here. You were making the bare minimum and I was having to support your ass week in and week out while you were sitting there looking at the lights for Xander, for Nova, and for every other person in this locker room like you still do to this day. How's your jaw feeling after Kay knocked some of your teeth out last week?
Okay, you know that's a low blow, Lizzie. You know good and well how things work around here, and you know good and well that every one of those losses I was screwed over and over again by your dipshit brother and all of his buddies. You always gotta find a way to move the goalpost. You always gotta find a way to make yourself right. You know what? This is why things didn't work out with us. It ain't got anything to do with the fact I wasn't cooking and cleaning for you. It doesn't got anything to do with who I slept with, who I made out with, who I did whatever with while we were still together. It's always been because you always gotta be right. You always gotta have the last word over everyone. But you know what? You wanted to surprise me last week by being a partner for someone else against me? Well, guess what? I heard that later tonight, Zajac, JJ Gyllenhaal, and JC Seraphim are looking for an opponent or a partner to team up against me and some of my buddies. So why don't you go surprise me again by being a mystery partner again, so that this time, I know what's coming.
Yeah, that's the only way you're ever gonna see me coming again.
The hell did you just say to me, bitch?
I said lace up your boots, greaseball, because I'm gonna kick your ass tonight.
Anyone else feel like the child of a divorce watching that go down? Just you, buddy. Oh, were your parents together? I never knew my parents. Wow. Well, nonetheless, folks, hello everybody, I'm the Doctor, back on commentary, great to be here. Want to give a special shout out as LAW really gets started here with its first match, as Renee Michelle, standing in the ring, the wife of Rockstar Spud, finally having a match here again for the first time in a little while. Cammie Zandzenegger, the Exterminator of Tomorrow, makes her way to the ring, the #1 contender for the LAW Women's title. As Cammie makes her way to the ring, I want to give a special shout out to KJ Elliott, who we'll be hearing from a little bit later tonight. He did a great job on commentary earlier today for Lethal Lottery. Congratulations are in order, by the way. Oh yeah, thanks. You know, it was nothing. You beat a Hall of Famer. Well, I didn't pin him. Yeah, but how do you keep getting away with it? Getting away with what? Winning matches. I'm just good like that, Doc. Bullshit, then anyways. Oh, Cammie has made her way to the ring. She prepares for a showdown with Priscilla Kelly next weekend, 7 days away. Are you going to be in Scorched Earth? No. Really? Yes. Are you sure? Not really. Cammie out of the gate with a big flatliner there, taking down Renee Michelle. Cammie throwing big strikes out of here. Cammie, the ropes now. Renee Michelle pounces on her. Taking her down now. Renee Michelle. Her with a kick now, and Renee goes for the elbow. Cammie out of the way now. Right back into another flatliner, knocking her off her feet here. Grabs a hold of it now. Cammie. Back up to her feet now, and Cammie. Onto it, throwing her off the ropes now. Ducks him. Leapfrogging her. No, counted. And Michelle's got her now, and Renee. We're into the ropes here. Renee Michelle. The ropes here. Cammie. A clean break happened there. Now Renee Michelle throwing her across the ring into the corner. You know, Cammie's got a huge opportunity. It's her first ever. It's her first singles title shot she's ever had. Coming up this next week at Scorched Earth. That it is. Going up against Priscilla Kelly, a dominant LAW Women's Champion. Priscilla Kelly. Chop there now. Renee Michelle ties up the leg and the ropes, pulling back here. A hold of it now, and now Priscilla Kelly has a hold of it. Cammie trying to fight back now. Cammie having it down into another big flatliner there. Cammie staying on top of her here. Cammie, one thing she's definitely got to her advantage here in LAW is the size. She's got the size over a lot of the women on the roster. That she does is, wait a minute. Michelle goes in for the elbow. And Cammie is really not taking much, oh my god, taking much damage in this matchup as she just speared the hell out of Michelle. Back up to her feet now, and Cammie knocking back Renee here. Cammie's got her by the throat. Here we go. Massive choke slam. Cammie to wrap it up nice and easy. Spear, no! What a impactful counter there into that DDT from Renee. Okay, into Kimura lock. And to force a submission now is Renee Michelle. Pulling it back through now, knocking back Renee Michelle. Big clothesline here, and Renee trying to fire herself up now with a big drop kick there. Down goes Cammie. Who are coming now? Renee Michelle has got it down. Renee Michelle, 1, 2, kick out from Cammie. And now, wait a minute, Michelle. Here we go, Renee. Kicking her around the block. And then Cammie around with those kicks there. And Renee Michelle to the cover now. Has it down again. 1, 2, no. Another kick out. Get back up to her feet now. Renee Michelle. Grabbing on the Cammie again. Cammie has just had everything well scouted in this one so far. That she has. Those line there, Cammie being taken down now. Renee Michelle. Here we go. Telling her to get back up. Renee Michelle. Having a hold of her now. Renee taking her towards the corner here. Renee. As Cammie head first in the turnbuckle. Grabs a hold of her now. And Renee Michelle. Gonna run the ropes. And sunset flip. Taking down Cammie. We go into the cover for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from Cammie. Cammie is in some trouble here as Renee Michelle. Going for the splash. Cammie into a wicked clothesline. Now Cammie looking to finish the job with spear connecting that time. Now what is she thinking here, Cammie? Holy hell, what a stomp. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Massive, massive win there for Cammie. He pulls off the win tonight. Cammie pulling off the win over Renee Michelle as she picks up more momentum on the road to Scorched Earth.
Well, I guess it's about time we finally met, Cammie. Seeing as you found your way into a title match next Sunday, I thought I'd come out and properly introduce you to who you're fighting. My name is Priscilla Kelly, and I am Hell's favorite. I am the LAW Women's World Champion, and I have fought, scratched, and clawed for everything I have gotten in this business. Which I know is something you've never thought of, you've never had to go through. So I just wanted to come out here and tell you that next Sunday, you better be ready for the fight of your life, Daddy's Girl. Because everyone around here knows that you're a Nepo-hired Daddy's Girl that I'm gonna expose when the bell rings as being worthless, useless, and a waste of LAW's time and contract money. You've seen what I've done to everyone else that's been a hopeful young challenger. You're gonna get embarrassed next Sunday, girl.
Priscilla. I wondered when we would finally meet. Maybe I did get hired because of who my father is. But I assure you, Miss Kelly, I am anything but a waste of contract money. But please, by all means, underestimate me. I am my father's daughter, but I am not my father. He and I share one thing in common now. You never underestimate a Zandzenegger. You never underestimate an exterminator, and you never underestimate a machine like we are. But that, Priscilla, is where the similarities between me and my father end. I am not just little Carnold. I am not just Carnold's little girl. I'm not just Carnold's oldest daughter. I'm a fighter. I am a warrior. I have done this my whole life. I have been there for myself my whole life. Been there when other people weren't there for me. I have fought, scratched, and clawed to get to where I am. I got hired before anyone knew who my father was. I won the #1 contenders match at Christmas Chaos, and he didn't win that for me. There's one more big difference between you and I, though, Priscilla, and you're gonna find it out. Next Sunday at Scorched Earth, I'm going to remind you that the difference between you and I is I get the job done when the pressure is on. You just get fired.
So, Scorched Earth coming up in just a week's time, right? 29 other guys stepping in with me. 29 other women stepping in with Lodestar. Punk rock extermination, if you will. Getting our big shot, getting our big chance. I've been doing this for years now. I'm coming up now on, 8 years in the LS11 universe? 8 years since I rolled in to be part of the Xander crew? 8 years since I've done everything, and I've been at least one, if not more, Rumbles every year since then. I have won the LW title twice. I have won the LAW title once. The LSWF title once. Matt Cardona's internet title once. The hardcore title countless times. Tag team titles countless times. But one thing I have never done, I have never won a Royal Rumble. I have never gone on to main event Xandermania in a singles match for a grand title, for a world title. My one Xandermania main event comes in ARW all the way back in 2022, a triple threat. I wasn't even supposed to be there. But now, this year, I walk in, I go in, I'm coming into that Rumble. It is my return to singles action in LAW, a place where I really got to show the world what I could do in 2024 and in 2025. A place where I have made a name for myself. A place where the LS11 universe has come to believe in me. I come in there.
I've got Lethal Lottery coming as well. I've got the recently announced match coming with Sacrifice, where I'm going to be challenging Kenny Omega in the main event for the TNA World title in a triple threat matchup. A match where I can try and be the TNA World Champion, and I can main event Xandermania. Unheard of, the TNA World Champion main eventing Xandermania. I try and get back to where I was just 2 years ago when I walked out of Xandermania with 5 championships, and now I've got the chance to win a Rumble, win titles, and make my family, my daughters, my wife, and everyone else that's believed in me for all these years proud. I have to be the most locked in, the most focused I've ever been. I can't be thinking about what's going on in ARW. I can't be thinking about what's going on with anybody else, with anywhere else, with anything else. I can't even be thinking about Lethal Lottery right now. I've got to be thinking about this Rumble coming up this next weekend. I've got to be locked in. I got to be focused. I was the runner-up last year. I'm going to win the whole fucking thing this year. And so,
Carnold?
yeah.
How many push-ups you planning on doing, bud?
All of them!
Alright, well, I don't know. I gotta be honest with you. I have known Carnold for many, many, many years. Longer than most have known him, in fact. I have never seen him this focused. He is locked in right now, dude. Carnold is focused. He has never won a Rumble, and he is dead set on changing that. Well, it is time for 8-person tag team action up next here on LA Dub, folks. As here come Alexander Blackstone and Casey Styles to the ring. So, out next, teaming up with Blackstone and Styles, Calvin Tankman, the man that caused you to undeclare from the Rumble. Well, you know. Calvin Tankman. Huge matchup tonight for him. So, Calvin Tankman teaming up with Blackstone and Styles, and the 4th person on this team. Ah, hell. Raj Desi is here. Of course. Raj Desi makes his way down to the ring. The inaugural LS11 Grand Champion. So, bring out their opponents. Out first. JC Seraphim. JC Seraphim, one of the dark horses for the Rumble. Now next. JJ Gyllenhaal makes his way to the ring. JJ Gyllenhaal, a beloved member of the LS11 universe. Former LS11, or former LSWF Internet Champion. Out next. We heard what you said. We listened. Beloved theme is back. As here is the man that comes out to it. Zajac. One of the favorites to win Scorched Earth. Zajac marching down to the ring. A huge, huge match tonight as he prepares for the Rumble. Considered one of the favorites for Scorched Earth is Zajac on the men's side. But now, let's bring out the woman. Let's find out. Let's see, did she agree to join the team? Elizabeth Bell is here, the TNA Knockouts Champion of the world. The Knockouts Champ entering Scorched Earth Rumble next week. She's considered the heavy favorite to win it, Doc. Considered the favorite to go on to challenge for the LAW Women's title at Xandermania. Title she lost a year ago to Jade Davidson. Imagine her carrying 2 titles down to the ring. So, here we go. Seraphim and Blackstone going at it here. Alexander Blackstone goes for the knee. See Seraphim coming in, taking out the arm into big kick in the head. Seraphim and Blackstone. This matchup full of LS11 originals and Calvin Tankman and Raj Desi. Pretty much. Head there now. Alexander Blackstone rolls himself back through. JC Seraphim. Back to the section now. Blackstone with the big knee strike there. Taking down Seraphim here. Alexander Blackstone. Big knee strike there. Knocking him back into big knee again. Now Blackstone hits the springboard moonsault. That's one thing you forget about Blackstone. He's annoyingly good at this wrestling thing. He really is. And we also know that in a few weeks at Get What You Pay For 2, he's getting a match against Abyss inside the Monster's Ball. That he is. Alexander Blackstone and Abyss going to face off in the Monster's Ball. It's going to be a huge, hardcore, destructive matchup coming up at Get What You Pay For 2 in a couple of weeks' time after the Scorched Earth Rumble. JC Seraphim, wait a minute. Tag is made. JJ Gyllenhaal is in. Gyllenhaal goes for him. Blackstone ducking him. Alexander Blackstone, my God! That right hook does some damage there. The corner now. Tag is made. Calvin Tankman in. Big dude. He's a huge dude, is Calvin Tankman. And he's scary with how he moves in that ring. Look at him go. JJ Gyllenhaal now. Chopping him back here. And JJ Gyllenhaal kicking away at him now. Gyllenhaal. DDT. Into the cover. Hooks that tree trunk-like leg on Tankman. Not even one. Gyllenhaal now slammed down. JJ. Oh my God. He can just actually do that. That's the scary part. He just casually can do that. He then falls with that Stan Hansen-esque lariat. Gyllenhaal out of the way. JJ Gyllenhaal floating over into. Big neck breaker there to Tankman. JJ now gets caught here. Calvin Tankman slamming him down. Calvin Tankman goes with this shooting star. No, the knees up from JJ. Now, JJ Gyllenhaal, big neck breaker there, taking him down. Elbow, Tankman out of the way now. Calvin Tankman scoops him up, and my God, just absolutely leveling him there. Tankman now getting knocked back again. JJ, how much does it do to his knees to slam Tankman like that? Wait a minute, Calvin Tankman has him up, and jackhammer taking him down. Cover on Gyllenhaal. 1, 2. JJ kicks out. JC was on the way as well. Jay with a drop kick there. JJ Gyllenhaal. And JJ. Oh my God. JJ Gyllenhaal has Calvin Tankman. No! Immediately his legs gave out trying to hold that big man up. Tankman throws him right back into the corner. Tag made back to Blackstone. Blackstone kick to the midsection on JJ Gyllenhaal. Swinging him around. Scoops him on the shoulders. And hits him with that knee into the jaw. Into a cover now. 1, 2. Zajac making the save. Referee getting leveled now as Zajac goes for the kick. JJ into floating neck breaker. Both men down. Still pulling himself into the corner now. And JJ tags in Zajac. Here we go. We're going to find out just who the fuck wants what with Zajac. Zajac coming in like a house of fire now. Blackstone pops him up into a punch, though. Blackstone getting Zajac back up. Discus forearm. Catching hold of him. And roundhouse punch. Raj Desi is in now. The Maharaja coming in with that big knee strike. Knocks Casey off the apron there. There's the big kick again. Raj now gets caught. Zajac with Raj up. Gut check taking him down. Raj Desi not wasting any time answering back now. Raj. Yeah, saved by JC Seraphim now. Running choke from Zajac. Calvin Tankman getting taken down now. Raj Desi answers back though, and Raj. Drop to hold. Zajac goes down now, and Raj Desi. Here we go. Into Camel Clutch. Camel Clutch in on Zajac. JJ Gyllenhaal making the save. Raj countering now. Raj Desi with Zajac. The corner. Tag is made. Blackstone back in. Desi and Alexander Blackstone working together pretty well here. JC Seraphim now coming in, and you can tell Eliza pretty upset that she didn't get to get in there with her ex. Now Blackstone goes for the kick. Knee strike now, Alexander Blackstone. Kick, punches in the back, counted now, Blackstone. Countered, JC into Twisted Fates. The Twisted Fates connecting for the 1, 2, no. Now JC goes for the elbow. Blackstone. Big knee strike there, and Blackstone wiping out Zajac. Well, Seraphim hitting with that big kick there. Blackstone going down. Boots to him now, and Blackstone, that big knockout punch. Better Blackstone. Tagging Casey Styles in. Prototype in now. Casey Styles and JC Seraphim now. The home wrecker, Casey Styles. Caught now, JC Seraphim. Into a backbreaker there, and now here we go. Now the Knockouts champ is in. Eliza entering the mix now. Eliza getting knocked back here, and Eliza swing her around now. Eliza goes for the super kick. Casey Styles, the double tap roundhouse. Into a cover now on the TNA Knockouts champion, who kicks out. Eliza kick to the midsection. Big forearm strikes, back elbow, hits the ropes, and clothesline. Oh, and Raj and Casey with that big double team there. Is a now coming in here. Goes for the drop kick. Casey Styles going for. She was looking for Proto Cutter. Is it with the counter now? Eliza. Onto a former tag team partner and best friend. And a little hard to still be best friends with someone after, after that. Oh, and what a knee into the jaw there from Eliza. Talk about a receipt. For the 1. Blackstone. Oh my God! Choke slam to Eliza. Eliza getting choke slammed now, as now the rest of Casey's team getting involved at ringside. Down goes JC Seraphim as well, and Casey Styles. Oh my God, a whammy bar to Eliza. And follows it through with the Proto Cutter. Casey Styles. 1, 2, 3. Casey Styles pins the TNA Knockout Champion with the help of Alexander Blackstone. Well, we've been waiting for the Blackstone Empire to get their one-up on someone. Who would have thought it was going to be a champion? Just like that, Casey Styles and Alexander Blackstone getting the last laugh over Eliza and the rest of the crew here tonight. Hit her with her own finisher as well. Raj Jezzy, Calvin Tankman, Casey Styles, and Alexander Blackstone standing tall. Excuse me for just a moment. Are you about to go do this again? Don't know what you're talking about. Alright, Doc, now, I hate to interrupt the show for everybody right now, but I did just want to make an official announcement. And that is that after what happened a couple of weeks ago, I wanted to officially announce my entrance into the Scorched Earth Rumble next week. Oh, hey, Ray. Hey, Ray. I was actually just undeclaring from the Scorched Earth Rumble. Check back with me in a week. Alright, folks, well, coming up next, it is a weekly tradition of the Krim Raka US Open Challenge. It was my Open Challenge first. It was John Cena's Open Challenge first. John Cena's never been in LAW. Anyways, here comes the LAW United States Champion and one of the favorites in the LAW Scorched Earth Women's Rumble, Lawns Krim Raka, making her way to the ring. So, Krim making her way down to the ring. Saw a heated face-to-face with Krim and Eliza last week on LAW. Indeed, that cute speech line was a nail in the coffin for a lot of people. So, Krim Raka, who's accepting the Open Challenge tonight. Alright, who we got? Here we go! It's Jessica Enigma. We saw her make her return to action just a few weeks ago on LAW. That she did. Jessica Enigma is back in LAW and she is looking to rip that US title. Looking to rip that US title away from the Clone. So, Jessica Enigma getting her shot tonight at that US title. Here we go. Enigma and Rocker locking up. Krim Raka getting shoved back now by Jessica Enigma. Enigma locking back up with her now. Krim Raka answering back by shoving down Jessica. Two of them locking right back up now, and Krim. That was Jessica Enigma around the waist now. Krim Raka's got a hold of Jessica. And Krim now swings her around. Headlock takeover. Krim's got her down now again. Now, and Krim. Enigma has a hold of her now. Jessica Enigma. Do a head scissor now on Krim. Krim trying to fight back into it now. Krim. Hips up out of the head scissor now, and Krim Raka. Whoa, gets caught for a German suplex. Taking it down now, Jessica Enigma. Rolling her over now, and Jessica grabs a hold of her here. Has Krim coming off the ropes now, and Jessica. Double axe handle. Enigma telling her to get back up to her feet here, and Jessica Enigma with Krim Raka off the ropes goes for the big drop kick. Enigma thrown across the ring into the corner. Krim, big splash there, taking it down. Grabbing a hold of it now, and Krim Raka with Jessica Enigma into Samoan drop. Krim staying in it now, chopping away at her ear. Krim to the midsection now. Big kick there. Jessica Enigma slapping her back here. Big super kick turns her around into German suplex. Rope break there. Up to a knee, and Jessica Enigma coming off the ropes now. Jessica Enigma goes for the drop kick. And Krim taking out the arm into drop kick again. Krim Raka now grabs Jessica Enigma back up to her feet. Remember, there was a time a couple of years ago where Jessica Enigma was nearly the LAW Women's Champion against Elizabeth Bell. Is absolutely right. Is now Krim taking her back up to her feet, and Krim Raka. Here we go. Punch Driver. Might have just busted the Enigma open on that one. Cover 1, 2. No. It's like Enigma staying in it now. Crim Rocker. Drop kick into the corner, taking it down here. Crim kicking down Enigma again here. Jessica Enigma grabs a hold of it here and into Hurricane Rana. Counter for counter here. Crim really starting to realize what she's getting in here with the ladies of LAW. Now Crim Raka getting told to get back up to her feet here. Jessica Enigma. Running Meteora, taking it down. The knee strike. Crim out of the way now, and Crim taking on the arm now of Enigma. Jessica Enigma getting caught with the drop kick. Good big 5 count there. Drop kick again. Jessica getting taken down. Crim. Count of 6. Crim Raka now. Back into the ring goes Jessica Enigma. Crim Raka. What a splash! What a way to beat the count as well for Crim. Crim looking for him. No, counted by Jessica. Jessica Enigma taking it down. Now Enigma getting caught here. Knee off the jaw. Hold of her up on the shoulders now, and now Jessica caught here. Crim into facial reconstruction. Cover now for the 1, 2, 3. Crim Raka picking up the win. Massive, massive win there for Miss Raka tonight. U.S. champ with the win. Look, I've said a lot about Klon tonight. I've made my feelings on them very clear tonight. Crim Raka, that's the member I respect the most. Why is that? She gets the job done on her own. She doesn't need 7 people at ringside with her. How do you feel about the fact that she tricked me to win the U.S. title? You're an idiot. A squirrel could trick you out of a nut. Hurtful. Wrong. Hurtful. Crim picking up the win with the facial reconstruction. The U.S. champ standing tall. Our main event, a huge tag team match going down ahead of Scorched Earth. Up next. Last week, you saw that I'm done taking bullshit from anyone around here. You saw that the numbers game is not going to be an issue to me, whether I'm in a tag team or on my own. And you saw that no one is going to step up to me and have any kind of advantage anymore. A guy like Blackstone doesn't just get to flaunt his arm candy around now, because the Cook County Soldier and I are here to make a statement. Same way we're going to make a statement when I take on Nick Nemeth and Get What You Pay For in a couple of weeks, and I take down that chump. But more importantly, the two of us are both entering Scorched Earth next week. Kay Nicole, in her first match in the LS11 universe, is going to win the Women's Scorched Earth Rumble, and I am going to have the performance of a lifetime when I win the Men's Scorched Earth Rumble, and I don't care who's in there. I don't care if you're a mangled monster recovering from an explosion. I don't care if you're a dumbass on commentary that can't decide whether he's going to shit or get off the pot when it comes to being in the Rumble. I don't care if you're a giant whose theme song starts with, "Who the fuck wants to fuck with you?" I don't care if you're 400 pounds and flipping like a cruiserweight. I don't care if you're somehow an egomaniac that spent 25 minutes at the start of a show the other week getting my time cut to talk about how great he was, that's going to try and break his suspension. Anyone and everyone is willing to step through that curtain. They are welcome to come on down into the Rumble when I am in there, and I will give them a one-way ticket to fuck off land, courtesy of me. There's a lot of guys in this locker room I got respect for. My former tag partner, my friends, my brothers in this locker room. But there's only one man going on to Xandermania to main event it and challenge for the LAW title or the LS11 Grand title. And it's not going to be any of those guys I just talked about. It's going to be the unstoppable Kay Jay Elliott. All right, it is our final matchup of the evening here on LAW. As here come the final ever DPW tag champs we had in LS11 Universe. That is right, and the two men that could look to both have singles gold for the first time ever this upcoming week, next Sunday at Scorched Earth. As here come JayTum to the ring. JT, Jason, and Tatum Lords. And now, here come two members of the Call League of Nations to the ring. That is right, the LAW champion Rick C and the outsider Liam Malone making their way down to the ring. So, the Klon and JayTum going head to head. So JT and Liam starting us out here. The notorious one and the outsider. He's starting out strong here, coming in, goes for them. Liam countering, kicking out the legs now. Liam Malone. No, Liam Malone is actually going to be involved in Get What You Pay For, too. They're actually going to be part of the Over the Budget Rumble. If you're seeing this show live, that means that on all streams for the next week and a half, you'll be able to donate to add people to the Over the Budget Rumble, add matches to the show, and everything else for Get What You Pay For. That is right, is JT. JT turning up the heat right now. Talk about Carnold wrestling like people owe him money. JT wrestling like he's trying to take back those donations he's made over the years. Liam throwing him into the corner now. Tag is made and Rick C is in. Rick and Liam working together now with double super kicks. Rick going for the elbow now, and JT, big super kick there to Rick. Pulling Rick in now and taking him down. JT having Rick C back up to his feet. JT Jason goes him back into the corner. Tag is made. Tatum Lords is in. He and Tatum, JayTum working together here. Up and down goes Rick. As Tatum, who we've already seen wrestle once today, teaming up with El Hijo de Vikingo in the main event of Lethal Lottery Part 3 earlier today. Tatum now coming in here against Rick in the main event. Tatum's 0 for 1 today in tag matches. Maybe he can try and make it 1 for 1. Rick goes to the clothesline. Tatum with the big German suplex. Taking down the LAW champ. Axe handle there. Taking him down now. And Rick rolls out of the way now. Tatum. Clothesline. Rick now. Up there now, and into the corner going Tatum. Tag made to Liam now, and now punch to the midsection here. Liam ducking under him now, and Liam taking down Tatum with that big elbow. These are the two people that will face off for the LAW Internet title next weekend at Scorched Earth. That they are, as now Liam coming in, and they go for a big clothesline. Tatum countering now, and Tatum. Liam across the ring now. Tag is made to JT. Now, roll through from Tatum into... corkscrew clothesline from JT. Now Liam into a big arm drag there. Takes down JT, goes for the elbow. JT Jason with the super kick. Now the notorious one with the snapmare. JT coming off the ropes here. JT with that sliding elbow. JT into the cover, saved there, or kick out from Liam rather. The kick, Liam swinging JT around, and Liam, leg sweep now. Liam wrapping their legs around JT into a submission here. Tatum making the save. Oh, and what a drop kick there from Tatum. Getting some distance there created is Tatum, as now JT making the tag to his partner here. And now kick to the midsection now, and Liam caught with the arms drag here by Tatum. Tatum Lords into chokeslam backstabber on Liam. Liam Malone is down. 1, 2, no! The outsider stays in. Ahead now, Liam. Big pounce there, taking down Tatum. Drops the elbow now, does Liam Malone. Liam now goes for a dropkick again. Tatum. 2. Taking down the arm now. Tatum Lords. Pulling back the arm on Liam. Going for the front kick. Tatum taking him in the head now. Tatum Lords. Kick to the head of Liam Malone. Liam pouncing on Tatum again. And getting some distance between himself and Tatum. Tagging in Rick. And Rick now. The ropes here. Rick. Oh, Rick was going to go for a dive, but now Tatum. Tatum floats through and DDT on Rick. Double axe handle now, and Rick scooped up and big knee into the back. And Rick with another one. But there, Rick shoving back Tatum now. Tatum sent off the ropes now. Tatum. Drag there from Rick. Big double team there. Liam and Rick just sandwiched Tatum there for a moment. Tatum swinging the LAW champ around. Grabs him by the throat. And Tatum with the choke slam backstabber to Rick. Tatum doing the damage now, but Liam making the save. Now Tatum throws Rick in the corner. Tag is made. JT is in. Now they're going to go for this big one again. JT wiping out Rick. Now Rick, wait a minute. Rick now, hold on. JT runs right into the cutter from Rick. Do a cover now, Rick. Tatum's got Rick. Tatum. Sit out tombstone to Rick. And now Liam coming around ringside. Drop kick to Tatum. And Liam now getting Tatum back up. Liam. Liam now outside his edge to Tatum. JT going up to the top. Liam still focused on Tatum. JT drops the knee there. And JT flies out onto the back of Liam. Now JT grabbing Rick C back to his feet. JT goes for the leg sweep. Rick going for the C-section. Counted by JT. JT with headlock driver to Rick. JT Jason with JDD. Cover. 1, 2, 3. JT continues to have the number of the LAW champion. JT Jason continuing to have the number. Just like that. JayTum standing tall. Just like that, JayTum picking up the win. JT and Tatum have done it. On the status quo. Well, the Klon didn't wait. They barely waited for the bell to finish, that final bell to finish ringing. And there's Rhett and Nate, the other members of Klon, playing into JT outside the ring. Even when they lose, they find a way to get the last laugh. Whoa, hold on a minute. We've heard this music in LAW in a while. NRW is here. Nova, Shinobi, and Colton. NRW is back. We saw Colton in action last week, but the full force of NRW are back. And they are staring down the Klon. Long before Klon got here, NRW was the top faction in LAW. And Colton coming in here and mixing it up with Rhett. Rhett Kirshner and Colton Scribner now. Colton, the former LAW champion. Colton Scribner, wait a minute. Flies halfway across the damn ring. And follows through. Stunner. And Shinobi getting into it with Nate at ringside. And Shinobi trying to win the strike exchange here. Knocking back Nate. Shinobi wiping him out. And now Adrian Nova's got a hold of Status Quo. Throwing him into the ring. And Status, the biggest guy in Klon, finding himself in a 3-on-1 situation. Shinobi with that big shooting star. Adrian Nova looking for Nova shot. NRW making a shocking return to Los Angeles wrestling tonight to stand tall and start evening the odds. It seems the LAW roster has had enough of this Klon invasion, and we are finally fighting back. Until next week at Scorched Earth, everybody, I've been the Doctor, I've been Xander number 3, and that was Universe. Special thank you to $10 and above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, Harry Willetts, and Jeremy Burt. Patreon is the best way to support the channel directly, and with it you get access to content for every channel in the LS11 umbrella. Click the link on screen to check out the Patreon now. Yeah.